So I'm here on this bridge, and I figured I would talk about the movie Sicario. I don't know, I never had a relationship with mob culture the way most youth have. I always looked at it very objectively. Scarface was good, but it was like over sensationalism with, a lot of gun violence, and Sicario was like a more eloquent version of what the overhype would be. I mean, comparing Scarface to Sicario would be like comparing apples and oranges, like from different time spans, just like different quality back then. And I liked the first act where it was kind of like it's kind of like a documentary. Like I like those movies, just like Cloverfield, where you don't know if it's a documentary or it's real. Now, of course, it's Hollywood, but I just love the accurate storytelling. And the first one was kind of heart wrenching. The second movie, of course, which is supposed to be another review, but hey, might as well do a bit of it all at once. It's kind of was like it is like a series to what the second movie should have been. I don't know. I kind of talked about it with other movies that are like, yeah, they just feel like a half-finished movie. But the first Sicario was a complete story, and the ending was really philosophical in terms of who is the villain. And I kind of get it back to my old army days where I'm like, yeah, it's you kind of get the lines blurred. It's never as easy as you would want it to look like to be. Because, yeah, you know, there was even an opportunity I found out later when looking back at that movie. You could have like put a lot of Spanish conquistador style in there because they did it, Americans did it, and you could say a lot about the cartel. I'm not a mafia guy. It's yeah, even where I am now, there's like mafia activity, but like I step on my yeah 10 toes down. Respect. It's like I don't knock the hustle here. I know there is money to be made. But for example, coming back to the movie and getting back to real life, it's not like it's you're looking for it. You stumble upon a case, or you stumble upon that life. Some are born in it, some have always known it. But Sicario didn't sugarcoat any of it, which is what I like the most about it. I hope the third movie, if they ever make one, will be just like that or even worse, because it's real violence in there. It really occurs, and even looking back, I just saw the Palestine memorial they have here, and coming back to that violence, it comes with the consumption of that substance. It really is like it was a nuanced, eloquent, intelligent take on how you think it's supposed to go versus how it actually goes. Everyone does a great job. Josh Brolin was amazing. Emily Blunt, for what she did, was all right. Would you have picked another actress? No. It was like, but is it like? Could you have picked someone other than her? Probably, sure. But it's like she does her part well, and like, I always get Benicio and Guillermo del Toro mixed up, but Benicio del Toro is just he just does it so well. It's like he's that guy where the kids say that's him, like that's him without a doubt. And you know, yeah, I just love the fact that they didn't sugarcoat any of that. It's you get a real life look at all of the horrible and gut wrenching moments. Like it's no game, it's no joke, and you're engaged throughout the entire movie. Like if all movies were like that, you would go to every movie with a great experience, which is not what it's like. But Sicario just delivers on that so well. Story is I'd give it an 8 out of 10. The execution was 9 out of 10. Where you could I almost give it a 10 out of 10. If some of the scenes feel like out of place. Like there's a scene where they go like to a Texan bar, and it's like, yeah, we don't really need all that. It's nice. I call them exhibition scenes. It's like they're there to show and tell. And even with AI now, there's got something to say about that in another video for another time. But it's also like, yeah, there there is a form of exhibition scenes that's been done with AI. That it's a nice compilation of scenery, but it doesn't really add to a movie experience where you get a cohesive story. It's like, well, it's like a game made in missions, right? You do one mission, then you do another mission that completely feels different from. You don't feel like a cohesive storyline, so that takes you out a bit. But overall, it's a gut wrenching story. It's definitely not West Side Story or any of a dramatic feel, but it's like it's got enough drama in it to know that I've seen worse movies than Sicario, and they had a drama to it where you just really feel gut wrenched over some of the scenes or how they execute. Especially movies where organized religion plays like the villain role, and the organized religion in this movie is the mission, and you do anything to accomplish the mission, but you also know that when you're thought to play by a set of rules, right, and you kind of can equate it to the system we're living in. It's like, oh, if we all just follow and obey the rules, it doesn't work like that in real life. And Sicario makes it a kind of an almost an eloquently artificial form to